Well, the Keystone RC comp season is in full swing, and Class 2 with the Tundra, I am only in 3rd place right now. And I'm kind of lagging behind. The Tundra is a couple of years old. I've been running it I ran 2 summer comp seasons with it, 1 winter comp season with it already. So that's 3 comp seasons, and it's pretty beat. It needs some bearings, and the motor kind of wore out again and stuff like that. And I've just decided that for the type of comping that we do on rocks, I currently have regular TSLs on it. They're just too small. So I'm going to be doing a complete overhaul of it. I'm going to put the Tundra body up for sale. Possibly somebody can want that for building their own top truck or something like that. Still got lots of life left in it. I'm just ready for a change. So I'm going with a Proline Ford Raptor body. I'm going to paint it green, and I'm going to put these TSL XLs on it. They are enormous. They're the biggest tire you can have in Class 2, so I'm going to have to cut quite a bit of the Ford Raptor body out to make them work the way that I want. But I think it's going to look okay when it's all done. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to be working on. Tearing down the Tundra and rebuilding it again before the next comp. So, and I got to clean up the mess from the last comp. It's a disaster in here. Half my workbench, I can't even see it right now. So, I got to work on that too. That's what I'm doing today. Cleaning up, getting ready. I think the guys are going to come over here later on, and we're going to mess around with the crawlers a little bit.
So I just thought I'd show you the brushes. I have this Holmes Hobby Torque Master Expert. That was a great motor. I ran it on 3-cell in my Tundra, but it was getting a little sluggish, and I tore it apart. Here are the old brushes, what's left of them. These are the new ones that are going to go on it. I've cleaned up the calm. I've got some calm polish and some tools for cleaning it up, and I've cleaned it all up. It looks great now. And now I'm going to reassemble this motor with some new copper brushes, and I ought to get my power back out of it. Nothing looks burnt or anything in there, so I'm going to put it together and see how it goes.
So I got the body all painted. Lime ice backed in black. Got the tires mounted up, and I have got to stretch out my rear links. I don't know, it looks like an inch, maybe inch and a half to make that fit. Ridiculous. A lot of stretching. It's going to be long. And that means I'm going to lose some of my steering sharpness, but I think I'm going to like the look of it well enough that I can deal with that. And of course my sliders, I'm going to have to redo the sliders. I don't know, maybe inch and a half, Jason. It's back there. I'd like to move the front forward, but I don't want to mess up my panhard. I've got the steering working good. I'll probably just do a little metal bumper, and I think I'm going to do a servo winch instead of the crappy 3 racing thing that I keep breaking.
Right.
So, I got this 12-volt light bar here. I need to make it follow the roof line. I got it pretty close. We're heating it up and bending it. Hopefully it doesn't break. Let me tuck the wires down inside the body.
It's a stubby. It's a little hammer. Hey, it's a ball peen. It's still gonna hurt.
I gotta round out the edges so this doesn't hang on rocks or something and be heated up.
No.
But honestly,
honestly,
it's pretty good.
Like that, it's been tuned.
No, we're good.
Oh,
So I extended out. My rear links are 6 inches long on this beast to fit the Raptor body, which means no drive shaft I had was going to fit it. So I took the splined part of the drive shaft here and glued it inside. I basically took 2 drive shafts to make 1 really long drive shaft. So as soon as the glue dries, we're going to go practice. See, that drive shaft is 6 inches long. I like that.
I think they put a 4-cylinder Cosworth or something in.
Ryan's Class 2 Tundra.
It's a Raptor now.
It's no longer a Toyota. He has gone to the dark side with a blue Ford Oval. Ford Raptor body.
Little testing too. I do need to get that locked up RC spool in there though. I got a ton of slop in that front end.
A little bit of body trimming too. You're peeling the paint right off that body.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna raid the shop for another 87 tooth spur too. I got an 80 and this thing to keep the wheel speed up, and that's actually hurting.
Longer wheelbase doesn't seem to be that bad. Just drop the shaft again though. Ah! Let me just drag it along here. Doesn't work so good normally front wheel drive. Dang it! 13 or 13 and a half wheelbase that it sits at. Doesn't seem to hurt it at all. Brakes. Come on, tires, do your job.
Battery's dead.
Oh man, that underhang on that rock. There it goes. This part here, the trick is to start steering as soon as you come off of that.
The drive shaft's gonna come apart for a while.
Yeah, I cranked it down pretty freaking hard this time.
This film is way too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just hot tires right now.
You ain't going nowhere.
Never mind. I retract my previous statement.
The problem is where do I go?
Floor it and hope for the best. Don't want to mess up that new body yet.
Floor it and hope for the best. Greetings, addicts. I'm out here in the garage, and today's project on the Class 2 converted to a Raptor, I've got some locked up RC spools. The heavy-duty axial ones that you saw me change out a while back, look how much slop is in those. They're slipping bad, a lot of slop in them. I can feel them, you know, kinking, and they're going to break eventually. So I'm going to tear apart the front axle and install this spool. And they're pretty heavy duty. David already installed them on his, and he had to basically pound the axle in, which I like that. So hopefully they won't slip and grip and break. I've already destroyed a couple of these axial HD lockers, they're pretty useless. So these are, I think, about 30 bucks or so. So hopefully they hold up a lot better than the other ones do. So that's what I'm doing today. Well, in tearing this down, I'm glad I did. My axle is worn completely through on the bottom side. Look at that.
Yes, you were.
I don't have another one, so I'm probably going to put like a piece of Gorilla Tape over it for now. But it is trashed. It's probably a good idea to check your rigs once in a while and make sure that they're maintained and all that stuff anyhow. So I had to actually pound the axles back in with a hammer. That's how tight these are. No more slop. The old one was not, it's not wallered out or anything like the last time when I broke it. It just has that much looseness in it. Right now there's a little bit of looseness in here, but that's those Top Cad swing shafts. They're obviously they're not the super expensive stuff, so for 25 bucks or whatever they are, they got a little bit of slop in them. There's a little bit of slop in my MIP shafts because they're worn out, so still slop in places, but it's working a lot better than it was. So hopefully I'll be able to do a little better at the next comp now. I don't know. Although this broken front case, I might have to order a case before then.
Built this wonderful custom bumper, and I'm using a Tower Pro 180 ounce servo as a winch. That's a locked up RC spool, and I have wired it up to a 4 amp Hey OK controller, and I'm running the whole doggone thing off of 3-cell.
That's awesome. The sound barely changed.
Doesn't even care. Notice I am not powering it. I'm just letting it roll. There's no transmission in it at all right now even. If I did have a transmission in it, this is the point at which I would reverse to lift my tailgate out away from the wall. Nope, not even warm.
Nice. Didn't even break a sweat. I noticed that the it's not riding against the door at all.
So here's a couple of shots of the front bumper after I mounted the light bar on it and hooked up the light bar on the roof. I think it turned out pretty good. I wanted to show you something pretty neat. I just got one of these big bags like you saw. Well, we've talked about the Big D's RC's bags. I just got this one. It's the big one so that the 8th scale Monsoon, the truggy, will fit in it. But check this out. I got all 3 of the kids' crawlers, Eli's, Katura's, Tristan's, fit in that bag without a problem. And I bet it'll even zip up. Let me try putting the camera down here. I love the zippers on these bags. They're amazing. Look at that. Three crawlers, 1 bag, Big D's RCs. You can get these on the RC Addict website. We're a dealer for them. You can get any logo you want put on them. Of course, we have the RC Addict logo on ours. He'll do an RC Addict logo if you want. I love the big wide strap on them. Plenty of room in these pockets to put radios, batteries, whatever you want. They're just amazing. And obviously this one's big. I wanted it big because I wanted to put the Monsoon in it. Or a Summit or an E-Revo, something like that. But as you can see, 3 crawlers will fit in there. So now we should have enough room. I don't know, I might end up... Shelly and I are still talking about buying some different colored ones for the kids. If each kid has a small one of their own color that their own rig will fit in. We'll see about that. But yeah, at least now we can move all their stuff without Rubbermaid totes. The bags are a lot easier to move and carry. So, and with I put the Coroplast bottom in them, they're stackable. So that's pretty sweet too. I just wanted to share that with you. Check out this other sweet gear from Big D's RC that's also available on rcaddict.us. First here, Dingo Topper, made out of this canvas, heavy-duty canvas. It's held on with a heavy-duty Velcro, so it is removable. You can also get them with a sunroof patch in them. These ones are for the Axial JKs, camo, black. You can get there's a huge variety of colors you can choose from. I think there's like 9 different colors or something. These are really cool. I had these made up custom. Tri-State Scale Outlaws. Tonneau cover for Trailfinder 2. Or any other Hilux body. You know, it'll fit a Trailfinder, Hilux, maybe a Bruiser. I don't know what the Bruiser bodies are, but this is the one I'm going to run on mine. The RC Addict bed cover. What's great about it, it's held on with Velcro, so it's removable. I put my spare tire, all my gear in there, and then this will keep all my scale stuff from falling out. So I have scale points in the bed of the truck, and it can't fall out if I do a rollover, which I think is really cool. And of course it's waterproof and just looks and feels like a tonneau cover. How sweet is that? I think that truck needs cleaned. I'm headed up to Erie for a job, as in Lake Erie, and just thought I'd show you the crazy snow we're having.
That rig over there, way down in the hole. Work and all this nasty snow, weather stuff. And we almost died at one point, no camera on. We almost hit a car in snow that we couldn't even see in front of us. Oh, that guy's trying to drive into me right there. But there's a guy. What is that dude doing? I think it was a girl driving.
It looks like it'd be...
Yeah, they had to have been going too fast to drive that far up that thing before they realized, like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm retarded. Today's hobby shop stop is Play World in Erie, Pennsylvania. Check this place out. I've checked out a lot of which way you're supposed to go. Those are games, hobby shop. I got all kinds of fun stuff in here, huh? And there's one of those mini QRs like Dave had.
RC, blah, 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 to win an RC car.
Oh, let's do that. Win a TV. Fun. Look at that thing, huh?
That's huge.
That's awesome. That's what that is. Take that up to the track and see how they like that.
The pink body. Can you put that one on my drifter?
Which?
The pink one.
What pink one? What are you talking about? It's not really a drift body.
But I want to drift with it.
You could buy another Slash for the girls.
Yep, because that's just what we need.
Wow. I
Wow.
should have come here and bought that radio.
You should watch your head.
Yeah, I saw that. I was about
You
to
can't put your hand in that.
get it chopped off by a
Hi,
fan.
how are you?
Good, how are you? Got all kinds of cool stuff some here.
You know what happened to the last?
So one of the problems I found after running this in the mud for the fun of the film is it's not fully waterproof, so I can't just spray it down like I do all my other trucks. And so I'm having to gingerly wipe all the mud off of it to clean it for the review video that I did. I didn't want it to be all muddy in parts of that. So here I am trying to scrub carefully. The other thing is I don't want to soak my interior in there. I don't have a waterproof shift servo in it. I didn't waterproof my receiver in this at all, so I can't just spray it down. I have to wipe it down.
Yeah, we can't just put it in the water.
Yeah, in hindsight, it was kind of dumb to play with it in the mud. Oh well, it was fun. Made for good video, right?
Yeah. More or less.
Oops.
What about you? What do you call it?
6 volts. Yeah. That's weird.
There's a big because I'm so greasy right now. Yeah, try not to wiggle because you saw how you wiggled when you didn't want to and it fell down. Wait, hold up. Turn your back. Remember, you can control the back. Turn it the other way. You want it to crawl up over that rock.
That back servo still weak.
Yeah. That's a big hole.
Yeah.
Straighten your back out.
See that back servo's pretty weak. Cones everywhere we don't need them at.
Alright.
Look out, Gabe.
Watch 10.
Yeah, that's what.
Johnny's truck was a zombie killer. He had a chainsaw, guns, more guns.
There you go.
He had a whole bunch of
No, it's
tapes.
gonna do it. You're just caught on that rock.
Oh, okay.
Your back is what you gotta watch now.
More candy.
You gotta just anticipate that pop up. There you go.
More candy. Even more candy.
They got that rock in that back.
To get a bag of.
I hit the other one.
Both. Yeah.